Fight!
Norseman is an action game developed by Electric Software and released for the MSX platform in 1984. Okay, first off, I loved that intro. Man, I'd push that reset button just to see and hear that music and those graphics again. And again. And again. And again. Oh man, I suppose it hasn't aged well anyway. The game puts you in the shoes of Viking dude, Norseman, I guess, fighting off monsters to protect a magic golden helmet. What the helmet does or what its magic is for, we don't know. My theory is that the helmet magically invokes and attracts monsters because that's all that seems to happen in the game anyway. In Norseman, you must protect the helmet from 5 consecutive hordes of monsters. Defeat all 5 hordes and you reach the next level. The game is somewhat turn-based, but in real time. Let me explain. Essentially, the monsters and you each get a turn to move. You move one step, then the monsters do. Stay static for longer than the blink of an eye and you lose your turn. The monsters are initially easy to kill as they only get one move during their turn. As a consequence, when you thin out their numbers, they become faster, turning the last monster into a frantic tactical chase. When a monster is defeated, its body remains on the map and will block the way for other monsters and yourself. You can actually use this to protect the helmet by killing enemies coming close to it early. You can also block the spawning cells to better control the enemies, at least in the early stages, because when you clear the 5 hordes, the game restarts with an added level of difficulty. In the first level, enemies only attack from top to bottom. You're given 1 helmet to protect and you can attack any enemies on screen. Piece of cake. As you progress through the levels, enemies become faster, you're given more helmets to protect and they start arriving from all directions. And because developers thought the game would still be too easy, after a while you can only attack enemies when they start shifting colors rapidly. Sadistically, the last level is a combination of all difficulty levels and a clear reminder that your time is probably best spent learning some other skills, like creative knitting or acrobatic shoveling. Yeah, you get the message, it gets impossibly hard. There is no music, but somehow the rhythm of each movement provides a simple if somewhat tension-filling ambient sound. The battle sounds are actually pretty cool and well done. Man, I love it. It's so cool. Again, I'd listen to that all day. I don't know why I like it, man, but I love this sound. Okay, one more time, man. Graphics are basic, I mean, they couldn't be any simpler, but you know what, they don't need to be any better. Because the bottom line is that this game is fun, it's so fun. Truth is, you'll probably play it, clear a couple of waves and go, nah, then replay it. Lose on the first or second waves because you think you've mastered the strategy and try again, and again, and again. This game is incredibly addictive. I've literally lost hours on it. It's not pretty, there's no music, it's hard, but it's fun. One of the most important things when reviewing anything retro, meaning something not from this generation, be it video games, films, or any form of art, is to always contextualize. Because nothing happens in a vacuum, and every single creation is the result of its time and context. But Norseman is just addictive and fun. It's fun in a vacuum. It's still fun nowadays, and as far as I'm concerned, that is all we ask of a video game. So go check out Norseman. Also, there's an identical video pack version of it. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you are enjoying these smaller formats. There's actually not much to say about these games, but I still want to cover them, and I think it's important that at least somebody remembers them or, you know, documents them in some way. There's surprisingly very little on the internet about this game, so I hope I'm doing my part. Anyway, if you want to connect on social media, you know the drill: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you want random photos of whatever, my life. And of course, if you're so inclined, there's also Patreon.